Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of Tower 3D Pro, and we're back after a meltdown with my internet router or something to that effect. Something occurred in the internets, and I lost my connection and had to go through a reboot of the router. So, we're back. Hopefully this is going to work now. If my laptop will get its act together, we should be okay. So yeah, I may have had a meltdown, but that didn't count because it wasn't actually game related. All right, so we're back at Tokyo Haneda. We're running the 8 p.m. hour, so it starts at 7:45. We're expecting 80 aircraft movements during just the 8 p.m. hour, and we're already seeing the start of that. There's a half dozen already here. We're looking at like 40 arrivals and 39 departures. We're setting up for the night system. There's no wind. We'll arrive on 34 left, so they come in quietly over Tokyo Bay. We're going to depart on 5:05, so they depart over Tokyo Bay, but we can still depart on 34 right, and that's what we're going to do. It's like after 11 p.m. that they shut that down. All right, you're back. I'm back. Yeah, my internet went down. I had to reboot my modem. Stupid Spectrum crap. So, all right. So let's. Hey, David Nielsen, you made it on this time. Well, yeah, I just had some technical issues. All right. Let me get back to work here. So here's the plan. We're departing. We're running a night sim. Partial quiet rules. We're departing on 05. We're arriving on 34 left. And we're departing on 34 right because we're doing the 8 p.m. hour. After 11 p.m., we couldn't depart on 34 right because you'd be departing planes over the city, over the populated areas. By doing the 34 left, and this is what whoever was talking about earlier, they arrive off coming in over Tokyo Bay, they depart going out over Tokyo Bay, so it's much quieter. Ronald Garcia, you may have been the one who pointed this out. Were you the one that posted this afternoon when we did Haneda, the ATIS information? I think it was you. So you were the inspiration, I believe. Oh, wow. Huh, so the internet just crapped out. Great. It's probably NSA or something. Did something to us. I think Ronald Garcia was the one who posted the ATIS information, which just made me think, hey, wait a minute. It's the afternoon here. It's the middle of the night in Tokyo, and they fly a lot of flights overnight in Tokyo. I mean, to Haneda. So, how can we model that? Yeah. So, thank you. Glad you're here. Guys, if you go to the store and you like gummy snacks, these Welch's Fruit Punch fruit snacks are really tasty. They're like gummies made with real fruit. Oh, they're good. Anyway. All right, so you recall we were working in the middle of the day, afternoon U.S. time, which would have been the middle of the night Tokyo time. And you gave the ATIS information, which said they were arrivals on 34 left and departures on 05. So I wanted to simulate that, but I went and looked in the schedule file to see how busy it would be. Now, there's a lot of arrivals, but there's only like a half dozen departures at the 11 p.m. hour. And I was like, yeah, that's going to be kind of boring. So I backed up the time, and the 8 p.m. hour has about 80 arrivals and departures combined. It's like 39 of one and 40 of the other. So this is going to be really busy. So here's the plan. We're going to depart off 05 for aircraft on this side, over here on the 34 left side. We're going to run them down to 05 to depart. Aircraft on this side, we're going to depart on 34 right. Although I'm already sending like one plane down here anyway. So we'll send these aircraft over here to 34 right. We'll get them out that way. So that's the plan. We're going to kind of split the airport lengthwise this way. Everything on this side is going to go down to 05, and everything on this side is going to go out 34 right. All arrivals will come in on 34 left. All right, ready, break. All right, let's see if we can make this happen. And you guys can place your bets at what point I will melt down, and hopefully it won't be again because of my stupid internet. If it does, I'll probably call it a night, and we'll try it again tomorrow. So hopefully it hangs in there, and we'll be good to go. All right. let's see. I got these guys covered on their approach. All Nippon 669er, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right, pushback approved. All Nippon 669er.
Japan Air 655, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right, pushback approved. Japan Air 655.
All right, so we'll probably be using, and all right, so here's going to be the plan. Stuff here up to this point, I think. These are where the Alpha Wing guys come out of. Maybe from Terminal 2.
Tower, all Nippon 569
We're going to send them down here to Charlie 1
start.
via Echo. The others from up further, we'll send them down Charlie to Charlie 3 and Charlie 2. All Nippon 569er, pushback approved. Expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback
All right,
approved.
everybody clear on the plan?
All Nippon
Does that
569.
sound reasonable?
Tower, Air China 168 requesting push and start.
Where's he? Air China 168, pushback approved. Expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Air China 168.
We'll get them down there. Pardon me. Excuse me. And if this goes to hell, all Nippon 569er, pushback approved. Expect runway 05. Oh, sorry guys, pushback. So if it goes to hell,
all Nippon
it's Ronald
669er ready
Garcia's
to
fault.
taxi.
It's all your fault, Ronald.
Ground, Japan Air 655 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 655, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo.
Runway 34 right taxi via Echo Japan Air 655.
All Nippon 669er, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1, Echo 3, Echo.
Runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo, all Nippon 669er.
Tower, New Sky 21 requesting push and start.
New Sky 21, pushback approved. Expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. New Sky 21.
We're going to see if we can outsmart this and expedite all these movements. Now this guy's going to be interesting. He's going to go Papa 7, Papa.
Tower, all Nippon 860 with you runway 34 left.
All Nippon 860, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land all Nippon 860. Ground, all Nippon 569 are ready to taxi.
All Nippon 569, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey, Alpha, Yankee, Sierra.
Ground, Air China 168 ready to taxi.
Air China 168, runway 05, taxi via Papa 7, Papa, Lima 2, Alpha, Yankee.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra all Nippon 569er. Runway 05 taxi via Papa 7 Papa Lima 2 Alpha Yankee Air China 168.
When I get him down here somewhere, I may amend that, but we'll figure it out.
Ground, New Sky 21 ready to taxi.
New Sky 21, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey
Waze.
Alpha Yankee Sierra New Sky 21.
Via Waze, Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra. Waze. All right, I like it. We have a plan. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I wish they'd get, some folks that could do this stuff. Japan Air 615, wind is 0474. Crap. Japan Air 615, wind 074 at 0 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 74 at 0 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff Japan Air 615.
All right. Our first departure on the runway. Hey, let's go say hi. Out there on the trash island. Somebody do me a favor and pull up Haneda's info. Wait. I may. Oh, no, I don't. Damn it. I can pull it up right here, actually. RJTT. RJTT. Airport.
Tower, Starflyer 28 with you runway 34 left.
Starflyer 28, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared
Japan
to land.
Air
Starflyer
655,
28.
wind is 74 at 0 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 74 at 0 knots, runway 34 right cleared for takeoff Japan Air 655.
Okay, he's supposed to exit at Lima 6, but clearly he did not stop in time. Oh, damn it, and he's going to the right. Son of a bitch. China Southern 3085, taxi to terminal via Alpha 7, Lima 7, Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha 7 Lima China Southern 3085.
Dickhead. Great. Why they can't exit the right direction, who knows, but that figures. You know, why pay attention to details? Japan Air 615, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All right, everybody's moving along. He's moving. All right, so this is CCA. That's China Air China. What is he? He's a 333. Okay. What's the command to get him to exit? Air China 421. Take next available left exit. Left.
Take next available exit on left Air China 421.
All right, that should in
All
theory
Nippon
get him off.
570 with you runway 34 left.
All Nippon 570. Runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. All Nippon 570.
669er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. All Nippon 669er.
Japan Air 333, wind is 74 at 0 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 74 at 0 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 333.
China Southern 3085, hold short of taxiway Lima 4.
Hold short of taxiway Lima 4 China Southern 3085.
China Southern 3085, continue taxi.
Continue taxi China Southern 3085.
Please. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. Air China 421, taxi to terminal via Lima 9er, Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Lima 9er, Lima Air China 421.
Nice, that'll work. All right, that guy's turning on. Japan Air 655, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Sweet. I think we may have this figured out. Yeah, I have more of a Japanese accent than these guys do, right?
Tower,
All Nippon
Japan Air 529
569er.
requesting push and start.
Runway 05, clear for takeoff. Japan 529er, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved.
Nippon
Japan Air 529er.
Go ni Q, pushback approved. Expect a runway San Yon right. Hidari. Migi. All Nippon 669er, wind is 73 at 0 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 73 at 0 knots, runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 669er.
Tower, All Nippon 758 with you runway 34 left.
CCA, oh, he's got to hold for a second. As soon as this next aircraft lands, he'll be crossing.
Ground,
All Nippon
Japan Air
758.
529er ready to taxi.
All Nippon 758, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. All Nippon 758.
Okay, those guys are good. They're across. They're on the side they need to be on. Don't expect a whole lot more of that.
Tower,
Who's this?
Japan Air 139er requesting push and start.
Japan Air 529er, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1, Echo 3, Charlie.
Runway 34 right taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Charlie. Japan Air 529er.
Air China 168, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Air China 168.
Japan Air 139er, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Japan Air 139er.
Japan Air 333, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
I was stationed in Okinawa when I was in the Air Force. January 1990 to August 1993. And I've taken a couple classes since I've been back because I love the language, love the people, love the country. Awesome place. Highly recommend it. Just learn the customs and courtesy so you don't look like a dumbass American or foreigner, gaijin. All Nippon 569er, wind is 73 at 0 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff.
Wind
You
is
just-
73
just
at
keep
0
pushing
knots,
those
runway
planes.
05 cleared for takeoff.
keep
All Nippon
pushing them.
569er.
Just keep going like this, it'll be smooth.
Tower,
Smooth.
All Nippon 273 requesting push and start.
All Nippon 669er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All Nippon 273, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. All Nippon 273.
Japan Air 139er, wind is 73 at 0 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Negative. Japan Air 139er.
Japan Air 139er, wind is 73 at 0 knots, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Japan Air 139er ready to taxi. Wind is 73 at 0 knots. Runway 34
Oh.
right cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 139er.
He wasn't
Tower.
cleared for
Alpha
taxi
Wing
yet.
286 with you. Runway 34 left.
Alpha Wing 286, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. Alpha Wing 286.
All Nippon 860, taxi to terminal via... what is that? All Nippon 860, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey. All Nippon 860.
Again,
Tower, Korean Air 710 requesting push and start.
Japan Air 529er, hold short of taxiway Charlie 1.
Hold short of taxiway Charlie 10. Japan Air 529er.
Japan Air 529er, hold position.
Ground. All Nippon 273 ready to taxi.
All Nippon 273, runway 34 right at Charlie 2, taxi via Echo 3, Charlie.
Hold position. Japan Air 529er. Runway 34 right at Charlie 2 via Juliet Echo 3 Charlie. All Nippon 273.
Tower, Japan Air 925 requesting push and start.
Japan Air 925, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Japan Air 925.
Japan Air 529er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 529er.
This is kind of like Boston in this regard. Ramstein, nice. Work F4s, F-16s. Brother living in Tokyo, was he service or was he civilian over there? Was SNJ New Sky? New Sky 21, wind is 73 at 0 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 73 at 0 knots. Runway 05 cleared for takeoff. New Sky 21.
All Nippon 569er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger. Good evening.
Okay. All right, SFJ is Starflyer. Starflyer 28, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Starflyer 28. Ground, Japan Air 925 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 925, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo 3, Echo, Charlie 1.
Runway 34 right taxi via Echo 3 Echo Charlie 1 Japan Air 925.
All Nippon 273, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo 4, Charlie.
Runway 34 right taxi via Echo 4 Charlie. All Nippon 273.
Japan Air 529er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and wait. Japan Air 529er.
He's cleared to take off. He's moving. He's moving that way. Okay. Korean Air 710, pushback approved. Expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Korean Air 710.
He's good to go. He's good to go. Got another bird coming in here. Johnson controls. Nice. Awesome, dude. Thanks for your service. Appreciate it. Japan Air 529er, wind is 73 at 0 knots. Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 73 at 0 knots. Runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 529er.
Tower, All Nippon 76 with you runway 34 left.
All Nippon 570, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey. All Nippon 570.
He's pushed. He's on pushback. Anybody? Japan Air 139er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger. Good evening.
These guys are going to meet in the middle. Who comes first? 273 comes first. Japan Air 925, hold short of taxiway Charlie.
Hold short of taxiway Charlie Japan Air 925. Tower, All Nippon 271 requesting push and start.
New Sky 21, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger. Good evening.
All Nippon 76, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. All Nippon 76.
All Nippon 271, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. All Nippon 271.
All Nippon 758, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey. All Nippon
758, that's a big
758.
bird. 758, 763. Yeah, no wonder he's taking forever to slow down. All right, this guy's going to call in next. All Nippon 273, wind is 72 at 0 knots. Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 72 at 0 knots. Runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 273.
Air China 168, wind is 72 at 0 knots. Runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 72 at 0 knots. Runway 05 cleared for takeoff. Air China 168.
Ground, Korean Air 710 ready to taxi.
Korean Air 710, runway 05, taxi via Papa 4, Lima, Lima 2, Alpha, Yankee, Sierra.
Tower, All Nippon 266 with you runway 34 left.
Runway 05 taxi via Papa 4 Lima Lima 2 Alpha Yankee Sierra Korean Air 710.
Tower, Japan Air 905 requesting push and start.
Japan Air 905, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Tower, Japan Air 443 requesting push and start. Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Japan Air 905.
Japan Air 529er, contact departure, good evening.
Ground, All Nippon 271 ready to taxi.
Roger, good evening.
All Nippon 271, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo.
Runway 34 right taxi via Echo All Nippon 271.
Japan Air 443, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Japan Air
We're looking
443.
here, guys, we're looking pretty good here, I think. Japan Air 925, runway 34 right. Line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and wait Japan Air 925.
Japan Air 925, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Japan Air 925.
I'm kind of liking this. This could be super busy, and wow, this feels really organized. Johnson Controls is a pretty good company. I know some people work
Ground,
for them around
Japan
here.
Air 443 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 443, runway 05, taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra Japan Air 443.
All Nippon 38, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Tower, All Nippon 38 with you runway 34 left.
All Nippon 266, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land All Nippon 38.
Runway 34 left cleared to land All Nippon 266.
Who's this? This is Alpha Wing. Alpha Wing 286, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Juliet Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Juliet Echo Alpha Wing 286.
Alpha Wing 286, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Juliet Romeo 3.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Juliet Romeo 3 Alpha Wing
Get
286.
him out of the way.
Ground, Japan Air 905 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 925, wind is 72 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 72 at 1 knots runway 34 right cleared for takeoff Japan Air 925.
All Nippon 273, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All Nippon 271, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and wait All Nippon 271.
Japan Air 905, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo 3, Echo, Charlie 1. Japan Air 905, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1, Echo 3, Echo.
Runway 34 right taxi
Charlie
via
1, he's
Romeo
picking
1
up
Echo
Charlie
3 Echo Japan
1.
Air 905.
So all we do is basically we just avoid this intersection here. So these 5 gates may be the only ones we have to deal with where we have, conflicting traffic. Otherwise, these guys are going this way, these guys are going this way, and we are smooth as silk.
Tower, All Nippon 870 with you
Like
runway
it a
34
lot.
left.
All right, so Korean Air says he's coming into here. That guy's going bloop, over there, over there, over there. This guy's coming down here. China Air is coming off the deck. He's using every inch of the runway, though, isn't he? Splash. Nope, he made it. That's an A330, so. All Nippon 870, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land All Nippon 870.
All Nippon 271, wind is 72 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 72 at 1 knots runway 34 right cleared for takeoff All Nippon 271.
Japan Air 925, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
China Air 165, Air China 168, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All right, so
Tower,
as soon as
All Nippon 687 requesting push and start.
All Nippon 687, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. All Nippon 687.
Korean 710, continue taxi. 710, continue taxi.
Tower, All Nippon 599er requesting push and start. Continue taxi Korean Air 710.
All Nippon 599er, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. All Nippon 599er.
All right. Set it and forget it. You know what I'm saying? Japan Air 905, wind is 72 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 72 at 1 knots. Runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 905.
Japan Air 443, wind is 72 at 1 knots. Runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, all Nippon 298 with you runway 34 left.
All Nippon 298, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Wind is 72 at 1 knots. Runway 05 cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 443.
Runway 34 left cleared to land all Nippon 298.
What's Japan? What's in a 687? Ooh, that's a Dreamliner. Oh, you know what? They got a lot of runway here. I should be able to get them off from Charlie 3. Let's do that.
Ground, all Nippon 687 ready to taxi.
Yeah, I know, but I gave your buddy clearance to push here, so hopefully he doesn't push back into you. Somebody would be pissed if he does. I don't think he will, but you never know. Japanese should be smarter than that, but it's a game. All Nippon 271, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening. Ground, all Nippon 599er ready to taxi.
All Nippon 599er, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1, Echo 3, Echo.
Runway 34 right taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo all Nippon 599er.
You get moving.
Tower, Japan Air 241 requesting push and start.
Japan Air 241, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Japan Air 241.
All Nippon 687, runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Romeo 1, Echo 3, Charlie 3.
Runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Charlie 3 all Nippon 687.
Yep, 777.
Tower, Japan Air 2 requesting push and start.
He's going to San Francisco. Japan Air 2, pushback approved. Japan Air 2, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right
All the
pushback
flights coming to
approved.
the States are,
Japan Air 2.
yeah. So this guy's going to move. He's going to be good.
Ground, Japan Air 241 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 241, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo, Charlie 1.
Runway 34 right taxi via Echo Charlie 1 Japan Air 241.
Japan Air 241, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and wait Japan Air 241.
All right, we got anybody sitting now? Oh, we do. Oopsie. All Nippon 266, taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Golf, Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1 all Nippon 266.
That's a 788. That's a Dreamliner. That's 76. That's a 777. All Nippon 76, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey all Nippon 76.
This guy's another 777. He's a 200 though, as opposed to a 300. He should pull off right here. So this guy looks like he's moving, so we should be good. Should being the operative word.
Ground, Japan Air 2 ready to taxi.
Okay, just hold your jet, cool your jets for a second. Japan Air 905, contact departure. Good morning.
Roger.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Japan Air 443, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger. Good evening.
Everything's cleared in. That's good. Japan Air 241, wind is 71 at 1 knots. Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 71 at 1 knots runway 34 right cleared for takeoff Japan Air 241.
All right, this guy's going. This guy. Oh, well, okay. He's going that way, so he can wait for these guys. Who's this? Oh, he's just now pulling into his gate. Okay, that's fine. Adieu. Comes air do. Do. Adieu. Air do. A plane.
Tower, Air do 74 with you runway 34 left.
Air do 74, runway 34 left, clear to land. Small
Runway
bird
34
finally.
left cleared to land Air do 74.
Japan Air 2, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo.
Runway 34 right taxi via Echo Japan Air 2.
Japan Air 241, wind is 71 at 1 knots, runway 34 right. Oop, never mind. Hold, please. All right, let's get 687's
Tower,
coming next.
Japan Air 267 requesting push and start.
267, Japan Air 267, pushback approved. Expect runway 05.
Ground,
See, we'll just
05
send him straight
pushback
down.
approved. Japan Air 267.
All Nippon 687, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and wait all Nippon 687.
Japan Air 2 can, nope, he's already taxiing.
Tower, Japan Air 465 requesting push and start.
Japan Air 465, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Negative. Japan Air 465.
Japan Air 465, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Japan Air 465.
All Nippon 38, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal by Whiskey Golf Romeo 1 All Nippon 38.
All Nippon 870, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo
Three
1 All
aircraft
Nippon
coming into these
870.
gates. They've just vacated
Ground,
them, now they're going.
Japan Air 267 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 267, runway 05, taxi via Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Yankee Sierra Japan Air 267.
Japan Air 241, contact departure. Good evening.
Tower, New Sky 62 with you runway 34 left.
New Sky 62, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Roger, good evening. Runway 34 left cleared to land New Sky 62.
All Nippon 687, wind is 71 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 71 at 1 knots runway 34 right cleared for takeoff All Nippon 687.
All Nippon 599er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and wait All Nippon 599er.
Get off the panel, ready to go, about ready. Getting close, 465, what is this guy? 763.
Ground, Japan Air 465 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 465, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1, Echo 3 Echo.
Runway 34 right taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo Japan Air 465.
This guy should be cutting off right about here.
Tower,
Yep.
All Nippon 539er requesting push and start.
Oh, you are in a bad spot, dude. All Nippon 539er, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. All Nippon 539er.
Tower, Japan Air 193 requesting push and start.
Where's he? Japan Air 193, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Japan Air 193.
Korean Air 710, wind is 71 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Tower, Japan Air 498 with you runway 34 left. Wind is 71 at 1 knots runway 05 cleared for takeoff Korean Air 710.
Alright, let's... All Nippon 266, hold short of taxiway Romeo 1.
Hold short of taxiway Romeo 1 All Nippon 266.
All Nippon 599er, wind is 71 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 71 at 1 knots runway 34 right cleared for takeoff All Nippon 599er.
Japan Air 2, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Tower, Japan Air 151 requesting push and start.
All Nippon 687, contact departure, good evening.
Runway 34 right line up and wait Japan Air 2.
Japan Air 151, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Roger, good evening.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Japan Air 151. Tower, Starflyer 3889er requesting push and start.
Nope, you gotta wait.
Ground, All Nippon 539er ready to taxi.
All Nippon 539er, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1, Echo 3 Echo.
Ground, Japan Air 193 ready to taxi.
Runway 34 right taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo All Nippon 539er.
Japan Air 193, runway 05, taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra Japan Air 193.
Sky 22, do I have Sky, oh, Skymark. Okay.
Tower, Skymark 22 with you runway 34 left.
Skymark 22, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land Skymark 22.
All Nippon 298, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Tower, Alpha Wing 457 requesting
Perfect.
push and start.
How'd that work?
Taxi to terminal via Alpha All Nippon 298.
Starflyer 3889er, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Starflyer 3889er.
All Nippon 266, continue taxi.
Continue taxi All Nippon 266.
Alpha Wing 457, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Alpha Wing 457.
Japan Air 498, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Ground, Japan Air 151 ready to taxi. Runway 34 left cleared to land Japan Air 498.
Japan Air 151, runway 05, taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra Japan Air 151.
Japan Air 2, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots runway 34 right cleared for takeoff Japan Air 2.
All Nippon 599er, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Korean Air 710, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Japan Air 267, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 267.
Japan Air 465, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Tower, Starflyer 55 requesting push and start.
Starflyer 55, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Japan Air 465.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Starflyer 55.
Ground, Starflyer 3889 ready to taxi.
Starflyer 3889, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Tower, Skymark 116 with you, runway 34 left.
Skymark 116, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra, Starflyer 3889. Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Skymark 116.
He's coming in. Beauty. They're pushing out. He's going that way. This guy's going this way. Once he pushes, this guy's going right by him all the way to the end of the row. Adieu. Airdo 74, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Airdo 74.
Japan Air 465, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 465.
Japan Air 2, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Heading on to San
Ground, Alpha Wing
Francisco.
457 ready to taxi.
Alpha Wing 457, runway 34 right at Charlie 2 via Hotel Charlie.
Runway 34 right at Charlie 2 via Hotel Charlie. Alpha Wing 457.
Let's see. Alpha Wing 4573, yeah. No worries. All Nippon 539er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and All Nippon 539er.
All Nippon 539er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Tower, J Air 178 with you, runway 34 left.
J
Ground,
Air.
Starflyer 55 ready to taxi.
That's
Tower,
a good one.
Japan Air 671 requesting push and start.
Did I get that right? J Air. J Air 178, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. J Air 178.
Japan Air 267, contact departure, good evening.
Tower, All Nippon 321 requesting push and start. Roger, good evening.
All Nippon 539er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. All Nippon 539er.
Japan Air 671, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Tower, Airdo 4737 requesting push and start.
Airdo 4737, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Japan Air 671. Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Airdo 4737.
New Skies 62, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey New Sky 62.
Who's SFJ? Starflyer 55, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra. Starflyer 55.
Okay. This guy's coming all the way down it. All Nippon 321, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. All Nippon 321.
Japan Air 465, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All Nippon 539er, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 539er.
Japan Air 193, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Tower, All Nippon 458 with you, runway 34 left.
All Nippon 458, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 193.
Guy's good.
Runway
this guy's
34
coming
left
in.
cleared to land. All Nippon 458.
This guy. Oh, he's turning off here. Japan Air 498, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1. Japan Air 498. Ground, Japan Air 671 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 671, runway 05, taxi via Yankee Sierra.
Ground, Airdo 4737 ready to taxi.
Airdo 4737, runway 34 right at Charlie 2 via Hotel Charlie.
Runway 05 taxi via Yankee Sierra. Japan Air 671. Runway 34 right at Charlie 2 via Hotel Charlie. Airdo 4737.
Everybody cleared?
Tower, All Nippon 479er requesting push and start.
All right, one.
Tower, Japan Air 335 requesting push and start.
Hold, please. Okay, why is this guy going? Oh, they're pushing him just pushing him funky. Okay, this guy's wanting to push. This guy's wanting to push, right? Those are the two that just called in, and then this guy's already on push. So they're going to have to wait for him. He's got to wait, and then once he clears, then, yeah, okay. Airdu's clearing out. SFJ is who I'm concerned with. Starflyer. Starflyer 3889er, hold short of taxiway Yankee.
Hold short of taxiway Yankee Starflyer 3889er.
All Nippon 539er, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Alpha Wing 457, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff, Alpha Wing 457.
That guy's turning in, okay. This guy's trying to get straight. Everybody's got check marks, so we're good
Tower,
on the...
Japan Air 440 with you, runway 34 left.
Japan Air 440, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Say again.
Japan Air 440, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land, Japan Air 440.
Skymark 22. Skymark 22, taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Echo, Skymark 22.
Oh, hell with it, he can go. Skymark 22, taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Romeo 3.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Romeo 3, Skymark 22.
SFJ, Starflyer 3889er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Starflyer 3889er.
Japan Air 193, contact departure, good evening.
Ground, All Nippon 321 ready to taxi.
All Nippon 321, runway 05, taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Roger, good evening.
Runway 05 taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra, All Nippon 321.
Japan Air 151, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff, Japan Air 151. Tower, Alpha Wing 759er requesting push and start.
Alpha Wing 759er, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Negative. Alpha Wing 759er.
Alpha Wing 759er, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34
Just
right,
got to make sure
approved.
that crap
Alpha Wing
shows up.
759er.
That's where it
Tower,
bites me.
Japan Air 22 with you, runway 34 left.
This guy should be moving. This guy's moving awful fast. Ah, shit. What? Oops. A little sweaty. It's a little warm tonight. And here. Alpha Wing 457, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All right, they're moving. All Nippon 479er, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right, pushback approved. All Nippon 479er.
Skymark 116, taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Skymark 116.
Skymark 116, taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Romeo 3.
Tower, Skymark 117 requesting push and start.
Skymark 117, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Romeo 3 Skymark 116.
Japan Air 22, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Ground, 34 right, pushback approved. Skymark 117.
Japan Air 335, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34
these
left,
two
clear
guys
to
down
land
this way.
Japan Air 22.
Just kind of backing up
Ground,
a little bit around here.
34 right, pushback approved. Japan Air 335.
Ground, Alpha Wing 759er ready to taxi.
Alpha Wing 759er, runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Hotel Charlie.
Runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Hotel Charlie Alpha Wing 759er.
Japan Air 151, contact departure, good evening.
Tower, Japan Air 652 with you, runway 34
That's
left.
good. Good.
Roger, good evening.
I am actually rooting for warmer temperatures. Japan Air 671, wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff, Japan Air 671.
Airdo 4737, wind is 69 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Ground, Skymark 117 ready to taxi. Wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 34 right cleared for takeoff, Airdo 4737.
Skymark 117, runway 34 right at Charlie 2 via Charlie.
Tower, Skymark 27 requesting push and start.
Skymark 27, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34 right at Charlie 2 via Charlie Skymark 117.
Japan Air 652, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Skymark 27.
Japan Air 335, runway 34 right, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land, Japan Air 652. Runway 34 right taxi via Alpha Japan Air 335.
All Nippon 479er, runway 34 right, taxi via Alpha.
Ground, All Nippon 479er ready to taxi.
Oh.
Runway 34 right taxi via Alpha All Nippon 479er.
JAir 178, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Tower, Japan Air 487 requesting push and start.
Stand by.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey JAir 178. Ground, Japan Air 335 ready to taxi.
Starflyer 3889er, runway 05, line up and wait.
Ground, Skymark 27 ready to taxi. Runway 05 line up and wait. Starflyer 3889er.
JAir 158, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Tower, JAir 158 with you. Runway 34 left.
Gotcha.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. JAir 158.
This is Alpha Wing 759er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and Alpha Wing 759er.
Alpha Wing 759er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and wait. Alpha Wing 759er.
Skymark 27, runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Zulu 1 Charlie.
Runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Zulu 1 Charlie. Skymark 27.
Yeah, that'll work. All Nippon 458, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey All Nippon 458.
Japan Air 487, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Negative. Japan Air 440.
Japan Air 487, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Tower, All Nippon 659er requesting push and start.
Japan Air 671, contact departure, good evening.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Japan Air 487.
Air due 4737, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening. Roger, good evening.
Tower, Asiana 1035 requesting push and start.
Let's see here. Asiana 1035, pushback approved. Asiana 1035, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Asiana 1035.
Tower, All Nippon 670 with runway 34 left. Ground, Japan Air 487 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 487, runway 05, taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra. Japan Air 487.
SFJ, Starflyer 3889er, runway
Negative.
Shit.
Starflyer 3889er.
Starflyer 3889er, wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 05 clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots. Runway 05 cleared for takeoff. Starflyer 3889er.
All Nippon 321, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05 line up and wait. All Nippon 321.
Alpha Wing 759er, wind is 69 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots. Runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. Alpha Wing 759er.
Japan Air 335, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and wait. Japan Air 335.
Japan Air 440, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey. Japan Air 440. Ground, Asiana 1035 ready to taxi.
Asiana 1035, runway 05, taxi via Lima 2, Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Lima 2 Alpha Yankee Sierra. Asiana 1035. Tower, Japan Air 26 with you. Runway 34 left.
Japan Air 26, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Tower, All Nippon 399er requesting push and start.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. Japan Air 26.
All Nippon 670, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. All Nippon 670.
Starflyer 3889er, contact departure, good evening.
Tower, Starflyer 89er requesting push and start.
Roger, good evening.
All Nippon 659er, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. All Nippon 659er.
All Nippon 321, wind is 69 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots. Runway 05 cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 321.
Alpha Wing 759er, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Japan Air 335, wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots. Runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 335.
All Nippon 479er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right line up and wait. All Nippon 479er.
All Nippon 399er, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. All Nippon 399er.
Starflyer 55, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05 line up. Starflyer 55.
Japan Air 22, taxi to terminal via Whiskey. Actually, Japan Air 22, taxi to terminal via Alpha Whiskey 4 Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Whiskey 4 Whiskey Japan Air 22.
Starflyer 89er, pushback approved. Expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Starflyer 89er.
Tower, New Sky 22 with you runway 34 left.
New Sky 22, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Say again.
New Sky 22, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land New Sky 22.
Ground, All Nippon 659er ready to taxi.
All Nippon 659er, runway 05, taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra All Nippon 659er.
Starflyer 55, wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Tower, All Nippon 415 requesting push and start.
All Nippon 479er, wind is 69 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots runway 05 cleared for takeoff Starflyer
All Nippon
55.
321, contact departure, good evening.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots runway 34
Japan Air
right cleared for
335,
takeoff
contact
All Nippon
departure, good evening.
479er. Roger, good evening. Roger, good evening.
Ground, All Nippon 399er ready to taxi.
Japan Air 652, taxi to terminal via Alpha Whiskey 4 Whiskey.
Tower, All Nippon 867 requesting push and start. Taxi to terminal via Alpha Whiskey 4 Whiskey Japan Air 652.
All Nippon 399er, runway 05, taxi via Yankee. Shoot, it's right over top of it and I couldn't see it and I forgot it. All Nippon 399er, taxi via...
Say again.
Shoot. Getting hung up here. All right, hold on. Pause for a second. Let me see if I get these guys in order. These guys still need push. Jesus. 1, 2, okay, 3 of them. Okay, this is 399er, so 659er, which I will go with because of the number, goes in front. So, All Nippon 399er, runway 05, taxi via Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Yankee Sierra All Nippon 399er.
Actually, I don't know if he'll get there. He should get there before. All Nippon 399er, runway 05 at Delta 2. Wait, what is he? 399er, 763? Ooh, he may need the whole runway. All Nippon 399er, runway 05, taxi via Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Yankee Sierra All Nippon 399er.
All Nippon 399er, hold short of taxiway Alpha.
Hold short of taxiway Alpha All Nippon 399er.
Okay, everybody's good there. Asiana 1035, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Asiana 1035.
Okay, this guy, okay, he's under, okay. Sky 117, Sky 55. Sky 55 is on down the runway, so then we go 479er. 479er is in the air, so that brings us to Sky 117. Skymark 117, wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 34 right cleared for takeoff Skymark 117.
All Nippon 415, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. All Nippon 415.
All Nippon 479er, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Starflyer 55, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Skymark 117, wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 34 right cleared for takeoff Skymark 117.
All Nippon 867, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. All Nippon 867.
All Nippon 399er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi All Nippon 399er.
All right, who's sitting here waiting for instructions?
Tower, Japan Air 698 with you runway 34
JR
left.
158, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey JR 158.
All Nippon 670, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey All Nippon 670.
All Nippon 670, taxi to terminal via Alpha Whiskey 1 Whiskey.
Ground, Starflyer 89er ready to taxi.
Starflyer 89er, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Whiskey 1 Whiskey All Nippon 670.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra Starflyer 89er. Ground, All Nippon 867 ready to taxi.
Skymark 27, wind is 6-9er at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 6-9er at 1 knots, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff, Skymark 27.
Japan Air 487, wind is 6-9er at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 6-9er
Japan Air
at 1
22,
knots,
hold
runway
position.
05, cleared for takeoff, Japan Air 487. Hold position, Japan Air 22.
Shit, I'm afraid of this. I don't know what this guy's doing. I'm going to have to, I think, bump him, because this guy's supposed to push, but I don't know if he's got room now. He's hung up. So we're going to get rid of him. All Nippon 415, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, All Nippon 415. Tower, All Nippon 686 with you, runway 34 left.
Skymark 117, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Japan Air 6908, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land, Japan Air 6908.
Japan Air 487. All Nippon 686, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land, All Nippon 686.
Japan Air 26, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Japan Air 26.
All Nippon 867, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo.
Runway 34 right, taxi via Echo, All Nippon 867.
All right.
Ground,
Everybody
All
else.
Nippon 415 ready to taxi.
All Nippon 415, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey, Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra, All Nippon 415.
All Nippon 659er, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05, line up and wait, All Nippon 659er.
Tower, All Nippon 389er requesting push and start.
All Nippon 389er, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right, pushback approved. All Nippon 389er.
Skymark 27, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All Nippon 659er, wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway
659
05,
is
cleared
a
for takeoff, All Nippon
number that
659er.
means something to me. That was
Tower,
my flight
Air
at
do
Air
68
Force
with
Basic
you, runway
Training.
34 left.
Honor Flight 659, Japan Air 487, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All Nippon 399er, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05 line up and wait, All Nippon 399er.
New Sky 22, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey New Sky 22.
Airdo 68, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land, Air do 68.
All Nippon 867, wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff, All Nippon 867.
Ground, All Nippon 389er ready to taxi.
All Nippon 389er, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1, Echo 3, Echo.
Runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo, All Nippon 389er.
All right, everybody cleared in, everybody good? Having fun yet? This is going fairly smooth. All Nippon 399er, wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff, All Nippon 399er.
763.
Tower, Japan Air 296 with you, runway 34 left.
All Nippon 659er, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Japan Air 296, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land, Japan Air 296.
Oh, he's way down there. We need better binoculars in this thing. He's going to cut across like that. That guy's going to cruise in. Doot. This guy's coming in here. Doot. Hooray. Cool. All right. Doot. Wait. Look at that plane. Zoom in. Let's see it, because it's pretty. You're out. All right, David Nielsen, appreciate you coming by. Appreciate your help as always. Have a great night. See you around. Oyasumi Nasai. Asiana 1035. Wind is 6-9 at 1 knots. Runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 6-9 at 1 knots. Runway 05 cleared for takeoff. Asiana 1035.
Cool beans. All Nippon 399er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All Nippon 867, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Tower, Japan Air 134 with you, runway 34 left.
Japan Air 134, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Japan Air 134.
Japan Air 698, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey. Japan Air 698.
All Nippon 389er, wind is 6-9 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 6-9 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 389er.
Okay, you got it. You got it. Roll Tide, roll. It's just moving really smooth, you know. 2 departure runways, 1 arrival runway. I think I got the GA traffic file out of it, which is good because I want it gone. Stupid crap. Dealing with that later. This guy's rolling. This guy's taking off.
Tower, Air Do 80 with you. Runway 34 left.
Let's see this plane. This is the Asiana plane. Asiana, Asiana. A330. Woo, he's using the whole damn runway, isn't he? He used every bit of it. They clipped the lights. He used it. All right. All Nippon 415. Wind is 6-9 at 1 knots. Runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 6-9 at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 415.
All Nippon 686, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey. All Nippon 686.
All Nippon 686, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Whiskey. All Nippon 686.
Asiana 1035, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Air Do 80, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Air Do 80.
Good, everybody's good to go. Everybody's minding their P's and Q's. I think I've given this guy clearance to take off already. Should be good
Tower,
to go.
All Nippon 79er requesting push and start.
All Nippon 79er, pushback approved. Expect runway 05.
Tower, 05 pushback approved.
Push quick.
All Nippon 79er.
Push quickly.
Tower, Japan Air 674 with you, runway 34 left.
Japan Air 674, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Japan Air 674.
All Nippon 389er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Air Do 68, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey. Air Do 68.
He's going to pull off here at Alpha 6 though, because it's 73. Air Do 68. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to have to watch him for just a minute. Come on, all Nippon 79er. SFJ. Starflyer 89er, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05 line up and wait. Starflyer 89er.
Tower, All Nippon 689er requesting push and start.
All Nippon 689er, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. All Nippon 689er.
Air Do 68, hold position.
Tower, All Nippon 79er ready to taxi. Hold position. Air Do 68. Tower, All Nippon 9er7 requesting push and start.
Air Do 68, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Air Do 68.
Nice, we got a good view of that.
Tower, All Nippon 854 with you, runway 34 left.
All Nippon 854, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land, All Nippon 854.
All Nippon 907, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. All Nippon 907.
All Nippon 79er, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Ground, All Nippon 689er ready to taxi.
All Nippon 689er, runway 34 right, taxi via Echo.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra, All Nippon 79er. Runway 34 right taxi via Echo, All Nippon 689er.
All Nippon 415, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
New Sky 89er, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff. That's not New Sky. Starflyer 89er, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff, Starflyer 89er.
Ground, All Nippon 907 ready to taxi.
Hold on just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, just need to check, make sure my door was locked there. There's some funky noises, but I think it's actually my stomach. It's kind of stupid, but... All right, let's see where we at here. He's rolling, that's good.
Tower, Japan Air 328 with you, runway 34 left.
Japan Air 328, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land, Japan Air 328.
Tower, All Nippon 409er requesting push and start.
You are going to have to wait a minute. All Nippon 907, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo.
Runway 34 right taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo, All Nippon 907.
Japan Air 296, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf. Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Romeo 1 Japan Air 296.
And he's going to turn off right there so he can sit for just a minute. Starflyer 89er, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All right, that guy's turning this way, so now he's got to go. 6-9er 8 is porting in. All Nippon 689er, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right cleared for takeoff, All Nippon 689er. Tower, Japan Air 531 requesting push and start.
Japan Air 531, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Japan Air 531.
Holy
Tower,
crap.
Korean Air 711 with you, runway 34 left.
That was tight. Tight squeeze right there. Dang, this guy pulled off further than I expected him to. We're good. Korean Air 711, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land, Korean Air 711.
All Nippon 409er, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Tower, 05 pushback approved. All Nippon 409er.
Gave this guy permission to push, right? Yep, 34 right. All right, is everybody clear here? Everybody's cleared in. Check, 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 check. All right, air due. You're going to hold Japan Air 134, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf, Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Romeo 1 Japan Air 134.
Japan Air 134, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf, Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1 Japan Air 134.
That'll allow me to move this air due sooner. Air due 80, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Air due 80.
All Nippon 689er, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
All All Nippon 907, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon
Hi,
907.
Christian. Yeah, we've been doing that. Small stuff that comes from up here goes off Charlie 2. Guy handling it, thank you.
Japan Air 286 with you, runway 34 left.
Japan Air 286, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Japan Air 286. Ground, Japan Air 531 ready to taxi. Tower, All Nippon 409 are ready to taxi.
All Nippon 409, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra, All Nippon 409er.
Japan Air 674, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf, Japan Air 674.
Japan Air 674, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1, Japan Air 674.
You're out of the way, you're out of the way. On 409, he should be moving. This guy's going to make a turn and go that way. Japan Air 531. Japan Air 531, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo.
Runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo, Japan Air 531.
All Nippon 79er, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 79er.
854, this is a A330, 400. No, 788. Oops, I was looking at this number. It's a Dreamliner.
Tower, Japan Air 524 with you, runway 34 left.
Japan Air 524, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Japan Air 524.
All Nippon 854, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Whiskey, All Nippon 854.
When you get there. Alpha 9 Bravo. So you just missed. So you got a high-speed turn-off at Alpha 8, then Alpha
Tower,
9, and Alpha 9
Skymark
Bravo.
729 are requesting push and start.
Skymark 729er, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Ground, 34 right, pushback approved. Skymark 729er.
I think I gave this guy permission to take off. All Nippon 907, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
No technical issues this time around, knock on wood. After our issues last time, as we just got up and started, and then my internet connection went to crap, died on me. I had to reboot the hoopajoop. He's coming in, so he's out of the way. He's turning in, so he's out of the way. He's coming in, so he's out of the way. He's coming in, so he's out of the way. What's this guy? 7. Oh, he's going to roll out. He'll go to Alpha 8, I think. He may stop by Alpha 7.
Tower, Starflyer 52 with you, runway 34 left.
Starflyer 52, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Starflyer 52.
Korean Air 711, take next available exit on left.
Take next available exit on left, Korean Air 711.
Japan Air 531, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 531.
Oh, geez, yeah, he got stopped. All Nippon 854, hold short of taxiway Whiskey 7.
Hold short of taxiway Whiskey 7, All Nippon 854.
Japan Air 328, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf, Japan Air 328.
Japan Air 328, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Ground, Skymark 729 are ready to taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1, Japan Air 328.
Okay. All Nippon finally stopped. I wasn't sure he was going to stop. All Nippon 79er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Let's look back at this deal. Let's see here if we're going to have some clippage. Should not. It's going to be close. Minor,
Tower,
maybe
All Nippon
clippage.
756 with you, runway 34 left.
Didn't hit us, so that's good. hopefully he's going to exit to the left. All Nippon 854, continue taxi.
Continue taxi All Nippon 854.
All right, where are you turning? Oh, there you go. Korean Air 711, taxi to terminal via Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Lima Korean Air 711.
Skymark 729er, runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Charlie.
Runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Charlie Skymark 729er.
All Nippon 409er, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff, All Nippon 409er.
All Nippon 756, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land All Nippon 756.
These guys got some spacing now, that's good, so he's covered, he'll be able to make the turn before All Nippon gets there. I could have him go Whiskey Hotel Romeo 1, but that's okay. And what is he? Is that a Dreamliner? Nope, that's a 777. 200 and 854 is a Dreamliner. Cool. What's 711? He's a 777, 200.
Tower, New Sky 64 with you runway 34 left.
Japan Air 531, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
New Sky 64, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land New Sky 64.
All right, things are quieting down here at the end of this super busy hour. 80 scheduled aircraft in and out during the 8 p.m. hour. We have kicked that ass. It is moving smooth as can be. I like this setup. I like it a lot. Japan Air 286, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Japan Air 286.
Let's see, everybody's good to go here. Got to check by their name. Yep. He's in. This guy's poking his way down. He's coming in. Everybody's arrivals now. We got no departures except on the Palm 409er, and I think I already cleared him out. And Skymark. Let's see if he turns on the active. Yeah, I already cleared him out. So now we're going to get into the arrivals. We're going to push this up to 1,000 points and call it a night.
Tower, All Nippon 78 with you runway 34 left.
All Nippon 78, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Tower, Japan Air 379er requesting push and start.
Japan Air 379er, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34 left cleared to land All Nippon 78. Ground, 34 right pushback approved. Japan Air 379er.
All right, he's coming in. What's 524 here? Another 777. Sweet. Japan Air 524, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Romeo 1 Japan Air 524.
Anybody have any questions regarding the game? You know, it's on sale right now at feelthere.com. That is the developer website. Let me put that on the screen here in the chat so you know where it is. You'll find it on Steam. And usually if you can get the deluxe edition of Tower 3D Pro, you can get extra airports at a cheap price. But get everything, buy it on sale. Feelthere.com. Make sure you get stuff on sale.
Ground, Japan Air 379er ready to taxi.
Japan Air 379er, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1 Alpha.
Runway 34 right taxi via Romeo 1 Alpha Japan Air 379er.
Skymark 729er, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Tower, All Nippon 630 with you runway 34 left. Wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right cleared for takeoff Skymark 729er.
All Nippon 409er, contact departure, good evening.
Roger, good evening.
That guy's in. This is Starflyer 52, should turn off here at Alpha 6. Let Japan
Tower,
Air.
Air 24739er requesting push and start.
Okay, let's see. Can we get him out quick enough? Where's Starflyer going? Starflyer 52, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Starflyer 52.
All Nippon 630, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Say again.
All Nippon 630, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. All Nippon 630.
Japan Air 379er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Japan Air 379er.
Air 24739er, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Air 24739er. Tower, All Nippon 268 with you. Runway 34 left.
All Nippon 268, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. All Nippon 268.
Pardon me. This guy's been pushing that alleyway, so he'll be out of the way. So we can get Starflyer past him. Nippon 756, what is this guy? Big Bird, I'm sure. Oh, an A321. Huh. We haven't seen too many of those. R Junk. He's coming from R Junk. RJNK. Let's look that up. RJNK. Komatsu. Ah, Komatsu Airport. Ishikawa Prefecture. It's coming from up north near Kanazawa. Nice. All Nippon 756, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf. All Nippon 756.
Ground, Air 24739er ready to taxi.
Air 24739er, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra. Air 24739er.
Skymark 729er, contact departure. Good evening.
Tower, Japan Air 918 with you. Runway 34 left.
Japan Air 918.
Roger, good evening.
Japan Air 918, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. Japan Air 918.
Japan Air 379er, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. I didn't get that right. Japan Air 379er, wind is 70 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 70 at 1 knots. Runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 379er.
All Nippon 756, hold position.
Hold position. All Nippon 756.
Tower, Starflyer 389er1 requesting push and start.
Starflyer 389er1, pushback approved, expect runway 05. Push in real
Ground,
quick.
05 pushback approved. Starflyer 389er1.
Push it quick, guys, push it quick. All Nippon 756, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. All Nippon 756.
New Sky 64, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey New Sky 64.
Oh, he's going to this gate. We gotta get this guy off the gate, but it didn't tell us to, so whatever. We'll deal with it.
Tower, Alpha Wing 322 with you. Runway 34 left.
Alpha Wing 322, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. Alpha Wing 322.
Japan Air 379er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Let's go back over here. Anyway, so you can get the airport's half off right now. And this is
Ground, Starflyer 389er1 ready to taxi.
Starflyer 389er1, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra. Starflyer 389er1.
He's outbound. He's inbound. He's inbound. All Nippon 78, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf. All Nippon 78.
All Nippon 78, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1. All Nippon 78.
So the airports are half off right now. Real Color is half off right now. And the way this works with this deal, you got to get the base game, so Tower 3D Pro, which comes with 3 airports. St. Thomas is a training airport, single runway. It's really easy. You'll play it once or twice and never play it again if you do. Then it comes with Philadelphia, which is 2 runways. So you have an arrival runway, a departure runway, and you have some general aviation traffic. So it kind of trains you up on how to do things.
Tower, all Nippon 639er requesting push and start.
Then you have LAX, which is 4 runways, 2 arrival, 2 departure. Get the international flavor going. A lot of good stuff there.
Tower,
LAX is fun.
Japan Air 192 with you, runway 34 left.
Japan Air 192, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land, Japan Air 192.
I'm going to let those guys go by. All Nippon 639 is going to have to wait. What is this guy? What is this guy? He is a 763. He's going to roll long. Roll long. Oh, wait. No, he may stop by Alpha 7. Or is he going to go to Alpha? Up. Yep. Slams on the brakes. Makes the turn at Alpha 7. Oops, sorry. Rub the mic there. Mic rub. So we got this guy outbound, this guy's inbound. So as soon as these two clear him. And we're going to go into night ops mode, I think, at this point. It's early for it. Normally we wouldn't do it till 11 o'clock, but we're going to depart off of 05 and just continue arrivals on 34. So, I mean, we don't have a whole lot of departures going over here anyway. If we do, screw it. We'll put them on 34. We're good. We're good. All right, what's this next plane coming in here? This is on the pond 268, which is a 777, which will turn off at this same point too. On the pond 630, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf, all Nippon 630.
All Nippon 630, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Tower, all Nippon 598 with you, runway 34 left.
All Nippon 598, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1, all Nippon 630. Runway 34 left, cleared to land, all Nippon 598.
I like they get moving a lot quicker on the newer airports than the older ones. All right, one's by. That's good. Yeah, this guy's going to whip a right turn here. Do. He's handled. He's handled. Handled. On the pond 268, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey
it
Golf
right.
Romeo 1, all
Boom.
Nippon 268.
Sweet. On the pond 639er, pushback approved. Expect runway 05.
Tower, 05 pushback approved. All Nippon 639er.
Handled. Oh, partially handled. Oh shit, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I gotta wrap this up and go to bed.
Tower, all Nippon 540 with you, runway 34 left.
All Nippon 540, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land, all Nippon 540.
Staying up late every frickin' night just because the world's come to an end. This guy's a 777, so he'll turn off at Alpha 7. Although he's a 300 as opposed to a 200. So we'll see if he has the same characteristics. This is an ER, this is a bigger one. So he's locking it down, he's under thrust reverse, locking it down, locking it down, locking it down. Full flaps and brakes. Nope, he's going to Alpha 8. Japan Air 918, taxi to terminal via Whiskey 8 Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey 8 Golf Romeo 1, Japan Air 918.
To ramp.
Tower, all Nippon 639er ready to taxi.
All Nippon 639er, runway 05, taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra, all Nippon 639er.
All right, so who we got out front here? Starflyer 38901. We'll get to him in a minute. Let him enjoy the drive. He's handled. Good to go. Starflyer, SFJ Starflyer, right? Still getting these figured out. Starflyer 900 coming in now. Beep, 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 beep. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you do, please give us a like. We appreciate it. Share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Let them know about Tower 3D Pro.
Starflyer 90 with you, runway 34 left.
Starflyer 90, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Starflyer 90.
And make sure to subscribe and turn on that bell icon, ring-a-ding-a-ding, so you know when we're going live again. Or we upload a video for you to see. Hundreds of hours of video available on the channel. I do not get paid by YouTube. So at the beginning and the end of the show, you'll see some links to our Discord page, Twitter, our PayPal and Patreon pages. And you're more than welcome to chip in a few bucks here and there for the hundreds of hours of entertainment we've provided you. Great value. Alpha Wing 322 taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Echo Alpha Wing 322.
Handled. Starflyer 389er1, wind is 69 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 69er at 1 knots, runway 05, cleared for takeoff. Starflyer 389er1.
Parade is coming
Tower,
in.
All Nippon 474 with you, runway 34 left.
All Nippon 474, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. All Nippon 474.
ROAH. Let's look this airport up. ROAH. OAH. Naha. Oh, that's Okinawa. Sweet. That's where I was stationed when I was in the Air Force. I wasn't stationed at Naha. I was stationed on Okinawa, though. Kadena Air Base is a few miles north. Sweet. And that's, wow, that's a 777 coming in from Naha. That's kind of a haul, though. It is a pretty good ways from Naha. I flew a King Air, space available from Kadena up to Yokota Air Base when I went on leave. That was a pretty sweet deal. Japan Air 192 taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Japan Air 192.
Handled. Alright, you get on the runway and then punch it. Air due 4739er, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05, line up and wait. Air due 4739er. Tower, All Nippon 640 with you, runway 34 left.
Make a note there of that. All Nippon 640, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. All Nippon 640.
Alright. 598, what is this guy?
Tower, All Nippon 81 requesting push and start.
Huh. Lost my microphone there for a minute. All Nippon 5908, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey All Nippon 5908.
Starflyer 38901, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Skymark 518, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land Skymark 518.
Airdo 4739.
Tower,
That
05
airplane came
pushback
in
approved.
not too long
All
ago.
Nippon 81.
It's come in during this session. They quick turned it. Let's see. Is everybody clear in? Everybody looks like they're clear in. I see lots of check marks. That's good. Look at the reflections on the water. That's terrific. All Nippon 540, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey All Nippon 540.
All Nippon 540, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1 All Nippon 540.
Handled.
Tower, All Nippon 81 ready to taxi.
All Nippon 639, runway 05, line up and wait.
Runway 05 line up and wait All Nippon 639er.
All Nippon 81, runway 05, taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra All Nippon 81.
Airdo 4739er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
We're over 1,000 points. Sweet. Okay, we're going to get out of here in a minute. What is this? THA? Oh, Thai Air? Air Thai?
Tower, Thai 660 with you runway
Thai
34 left.
660. Been there too, Thailand. Pretty airplanes. Starflyer 900, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Starflyer 90.
All Nippon 639er, wind is 68 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 68 at 1 knots runway 05 cleared for takeoff All Nippon 639er. Tower, Starflyer 901 requesting push and start.
You're going by... Yeah, you're going to have to wait a minute. Wait till All Nippon 540 gets by you. Thai 660, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway
We'll get him on the
34
deck
left cleared to land
and
Thai
we'll call it night.
660.
He's going over here. .773, so he'll roll along to Alpha 8. Okay, he's off rolling, that's good. Starflyer 901, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Ground, 05 pushback approved. Starflyer 901.
All Nippon 474, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Tower, Skymark 731 requesting push and
All
start.
Nippon 474, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey All Nippon 474. Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1 All Nippon 474.
All Nippon 639er, contact departure, good evening.
Tower, Japan Air 599er requesting push and start. Roger, good evening.
Japan Air 599er, pushback approved, expect runway 05.
Tower, 05 pushback approved. Japan Air 599er.
Skymark 731, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Tower, China Eastern 575 with you runway 34 left.
China Eastern 575, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Tower, 34 right pushback approved. Skymark 731. Runway 34 left cleared to land China Eastern 575.
Cool. Parking, going. He's pulling in there. He's going all the way up around here.
Tower, Japan Air 599er ready to taxi.
Japan Air 599er, runway 05, taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Alpha Yankee Sierra Japan Air 599er.
Getting a little more spacing, it seems like here. Arrivals may be slowing down. As we roll deeper into the 9 p.m. hour. All Nippon 640, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha All
How's
Nippon
that work?
640.
How'd that work out? It's going to the gate that just got pulled off of. All Nippon 81, wind is 67 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 67 at 1 knots. Runway 05 cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 81.
This guy, yeah, he's finally moving.
Tower, Skymark 731 ready to taxi.
Skymark 731, runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Charlie.
Runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Charlie. Skymark 731.
Tower, All Nippon 9er requesting push and start.
You're going to have to hold on for just a second there.
Ground, Starflyer 901 ready to taxi.
Starflyer 901, runway 05, taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Yankee Sierra Starflyer 901.
Ways. Go that ways.
Tower, All Nippon 660 with you. Runway 34 left.
All Nippon 660, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. All Nippon 660.
All right, RJOB, where is that? JOB, yeah, you know me. Oops, nope, not MB. RJOB Airport, Okayama Airport, Okayama Prefecture. Now I need a map of Japan so I can see where that is. I think that's Western Japan. That's 763, it's still pretty big. Skymark 518, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Hotel Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Hotel Echo Skymark 518.
Skymark 518, taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet Romeo 3. Pretty sure
Taxi to terminal
actually
via
a
Alpha
plane
Juliet
on that
Romeo
gate.
3 Skymark 518.
Pretty sure I saw a plane. We had a plane pull in on that gate earlier. So I don't think it's departed. Where'd this guy come from? Oh, you know what? He was them. That was him. All right, so he's out. He's good. All Nippon 909er pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Tower, 34 right pushback approved. All Nippon 9er. Tower, All Nippon 558 with you runway 34 left.
All Nippon 558, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. All Nippon 558.
China Air, or Air China.
Tower, Air China 422 requesting push and start.
Air China 422 pushback approved. Expect runway 05.
Tower, 05 pushback approved. Air China 422.
Thai 660, exit runway left at first available. Thai 660, exit runway at first left. Shoot, I'm missing this. Thai 660, take first available exit on left.
Take next available exit on left. Thai 660.
I think I got it.
Negative. Thai 660.
You should take L10.
Negative. Thai 660.
Yeah, I know, I bollocksed it up multiple times, so. There he goes. Thai 660, taxi to terminal via Papa.
Taxi to terminal via Papa. Thai 660.
Oh, how convenient, it's going to this gate. Nice. All Nippon 81, contact departure, good day.
Roger, good evening.
Good evening. Duh. It's late. Done a lot of hours for you guys here the last couple of days. These new airports, giving you good looks at them. I love this one. Love Narita. This is, Haneda. Now that I figured it out, it's great.
Tower,
Really,
Japan Air 266 with you runway 34 left.
Tons of heavies on this
Tower,
one. Tons of
All
heavies
Nippon
on
9er ready to
Dubai.
taxi.
Excuse me. All Nippon 909, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1, Echo 3, Echo.
Runway 34 right taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo All Nippon 9er.
Japan Air 599, wind is 67 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 67 at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 599er.
Skymark 731, wind is 67 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 67 at 1 knots. Runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. Skymark 731. Tower, Air China 422 ready to taxi.
Air China 422, runway 05, taxi via Lima, Lima 2, Alpha Yankee Sierra.
Runway 05 taxi via Lima Lima 2 Alpha Yankee Sierra Air China 422.
China Eastern 575, take next available exit on left.
Take next available exit on left China Eastern 575.
I remember that line. It's a tricky one to spit out. Japan Air 266, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land Japan Air 266.
Tower, Japan Air 904 with you runway 34 left.
China Eastern 575, taxi to terminal via Mike Papa.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Papa China Eastern 575.
There you go. Easy enough. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, he's moving. Thought he was going to take Lima. He's taking Papa all the way down. Okay, whatever. Skymark, you should be rolling. Good. That guy drove on by. That guy's going that way. This guy's turning into the gate. Weird place for a gate right there on the end. They got room for expansion down here and over here. Got room for expansion over here too, come to think of it. Alright. Japan Air 904, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land Japan Air 904.
Alright. All Nippon 9er, wind is 66 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Negative.
Damn
All
it.
Nippon 9er.
All Nippon 9er, runway...
Negative.
Negative.
All Nippon 9er.
All Nippon 9er, wind is 66 at 1 knots, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 66 at 1 knots, runway 34 right cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 9er.
Japan Air 599er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
China Air 422, hold short of taxiway Echo.
Tower, Japan Air 588 with you runway 34 left.
Air China 422, continue taxi.
Say again.
Air China 422, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Air China 422.
Move it.
Continue taxi Air China 422.
Damn it. All Nippon 660, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey All Nippon 660.
Skymark 731, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Japan Air 588, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land Japan Air 588.
Starflyer 901, runway 05. Belay that order. Starflyer 901, runway... Oh, crap.
Negative. Starflyer 901.
Tripped myself up a second time. Starflyer 901, wind is 66 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 66 at 1 knots, runway 05 cleared for takeoff. Starflyer 901.
Okay, he's coming in. Good to go. That's a Dreamliner.
Tower, All Nippon 109er with you runway 34 left.
All Nippon 109er, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. All Nippon 109er.
No, 588's a 76. Looks like a Dreamliner. Okay, whatevs. Where's he going? Where's RJCH? Oh, 558 is, yeah, he's a Dreamliner. I looked at the wrong one. RJCH Airport is Hakodate, excuse me. All Nippon 558, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1. All Nippon 558.
All Nippon 909er, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
It's quieting down. Getting to be more and more arrivals here. What do we got? We got China, Air China. CCA is Air China. Air China. Japan Air 266 is coming from RJOA.
Tower, Air China 183 with you, runway 34 left.
Hiroshima. All right, very nice. (73H) he'll turn off here at Alpha 6. Excuse me. Japan Air 266, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Japan Air 266.
Japan Air 266, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha, Japan Air 266.
That way he can actually turn and keep rolling and won't interfere with this guy. They will parallel taxi. That'll be cool. Starflyer 901, contact departure. Good evening.
Roger, good evening.
Air China 183, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Air China 183.
Air China 183, take next available exit on left.
Take next available exit on left. Air China 183.
Air China 422, wind is 66 at 1 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 66 at 1 knots, runway 05, cleared for takeoff. Air China 422.
This guy should have turned already. Because there's Alpha 6 Bravo right there.
Tower, Skymark 726 with you, runway 34 left.
Yeah, see, you should have turned on Alpha 6 Bravo. Been easier on the gear. Japan Air 904, taxi to terminal via Whiskey.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Japan Air 904.
Japan Air 904, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Tower, Air 24743 requesting push and start.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha, Japan Air 904.
Actually going to work out just right because these two guys will go by him on Alpha until he gets pushed out. Skymark 726, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Skymark 726.
Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. If you did, please give us a like. We appreciate it. Share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Word of mouth is best marketing out there. Hundreds of hours of videos for you guys to watch while you're sitting at home, you know, not getting the virus or whatever. And subscribe. Turn on that bell to know when we're going live next or we upload a video. We appreciate your support. I appreciate it very much. And hope you guys are enjoying it. 1170. Okay, we'll go to 1200. All right, talk me into it. It's going to go to 1,000. Now we're going to
Tower,
1200.
Japan Air 229er requesting push and start.
Japan Air 229er, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Tower, 34 right, pushback approved. Japan Air 229er.
Air due 4743, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. We'll send him that way.
Tower, 34 right, pushback approved. Air due 4743.
Keep him completely out of the way.
Tower,
These planes.
Air due 88 with you, runway 34 left.
Air due 88, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Air due 88.
763 will stop at Alpha 7. Excuse me. Japan Air 588, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf. Romeo 1. Nope.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Romeo 1, Japan Air 588.
Japan Air 588, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Echo, Japan Air 588.
What's this guy doing?
Tower, Air due 4743 ready to taxi.
Air due 4743, runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Whiskey Hotel Charlie.
Runway 34 right at Charlie 3 via Whiskey Hotel Charlie. Air due 4743.
This guy's stoned. You got a crazy driver on their tug. I think I gave China Air clearance to Oh, we dropped a few frames. Well, hello.
Tower, Japan Air
Boopity-boop
486
there.
with you runway 34 left.
It looks like we're good there. Japan Air 486, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land Japan Air 486.
Tower, Japan Air 229 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 229, runway 34 right, taxi via Romeo 1, Echo 3, Echo.
Runway 34 right taxi via Romeo 1 Echo 3 Echo Japan Air 229er.
All Nippon 109er, taxi to terminal via Whiskey, Golf, Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Golf Echo
pretty
All
sure
Nippon
these slots are now
109er.
filled up. So I'm guessing that they're going to these remote pads over here. They have like buses. Bus service or something. All right, Air China's on his way. That's good. This guy's inbound. This guy's inbound. This guy's outbound. This guy's handled. 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 Keep getting some weird lag on my laptop over here. 1190. Let's get one more. That's China Air. Once he takes off, we're good to go. Well, we may get an extra few points here when this China Air lands. Or Air China, whatever. Air China.
Tower, All Nippon 410 with you runway 34 left.
That guy's to 9:30, so next time we may run the 10 o'clock hour. But we see how the night ops works at Haneda. They land on 34 left. They take off on 5 right. That way they come in over the Tokyo Bay, and they depart over Tokyo Bay. It's the way it's quieter for the residents in the area. All right, there's 1,200 points. Awesome. Should get 1,210 here once this guy stops. I gave him instructions to vacate or take next available exit on left. So he should roll out here to Lima 10. Sweet. There he goes. Awesome. All right, gang. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, please give us a like. We appreciate your support. Share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Help us grow the channel. Greatly appreciated. And hey, you guys need stuff to watch. We got hundreds of hours. Just keep checking back. I mean, go back through the library of even just Tower 3D Pro. We've run all the airports: Boston, Kennedy, just DFW, LAX. I ran some of the German ones way back in the day. So I have most of them. I don't have all of them, but I got most of them. So you guys can enjoy that. We appreciate your support. Here on the screen, you'll see the links to watch us on YouTube and Twitch. Follow us on Discord and Twitter. And you can help support us on PayPal and Patreon. We appreciate you being here and hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.